Hi and welcome to the first edition of Aisle Chatter, brought to you by Supermarket News Magazine. In this new video series, we're going to be chatting to grocery industry members about insights, trends, information and news, and new initiatives. And today we're talking to Chris Anderson from Foodstuffs New Zealand. Hi Chris, welcome to the very first video interview series that Supermarket News is doing. Can you tell us a bit about your role at Foodstuffs and what you do there?
Sure, and thanks Sarah, thanks for having us. Great to be on the first episode. So Chris Anderson, I'm the merchandise manager here at Foodstuffs North Island, looking after categories such as chilled, liquor, deli, bakery, and beverages. And the initiative we're talking about is in the chilled beverage space. So it's part of my area.
And you've got some exciting new initiative that is part of that space. So do you want to kick off and just tell us all about your brand new initiative?
Yes. So the initiative is Simply Milk. So the brand is called Simply Milk. It's a couple of 2-litre milk products that we're launching today. So stores will be able to order that today, should be in store tomorrow. And the milk concept we're launching is exciting because it's a New Zealand first, and it's a global second. You know, a little bit annoyed we weren't global first, like Kiwis like to be. But essentially what it is, it's a carbon zero milk. So we've taken the full carbon footprint of a product, and in this case milk, from farm all the way to the shelf in a supermarket, measured what that is. We've had that independently audited by the great crowd at Toitu, who do a lot of work with carbon and B Corp companies, had that accredited, and then we've offset that carbon working with Toitu and our supply partner Fonterra by purchasing carbon credits from really neat initiatives globally and domestically, so that we can actually we can offer a fantastic product that's completely carbon zero to our shoppers. That's the initiative.
Oh, it's very exciting to be a first in New Zealand and to be doing that. It's okay that it's second in the world. I think that's all right. But I got on the brief I got from Simply Milk. It mentioned that it was a controlled label brand, which is different, I presume, from private label. Is there any sort of, what's the difference between them, I guess?
Yeah, sure. So private label, as you and your readers, as shoppers will know, are brands such as Pam's and Value. Of course, wonderful products across the country. In fact, Pam's is the #1 brand, full stop, in supermarkets around the country. So, fantastic private label brands. This particular one's a controlled label, or what we'd call a controlled label. It's exclusive at this point in just our Foodstuffs North Island stores. So just your Pack and Save, New World and Foursquare stores in the North Island. And so we've made it a controlled label in that it's only available in those stores. And that's, for a number of reasons, but, of course, we love to have unique products in our stores, but also, to make these products really sustainable. At the moment, we've launched North Island only. That's where the plant is. That's where it's produced.
Right. You're looking to expand it, or eventually, or at some point?
So the brand Simply Milk, that's something that I've certainly got aspirations for. But at the moment, shoppers are telling us they love sustainable products. Carbon is a real is top of mind for shoppers, and so we're launching into the milk category at the moment. And we'll go with that for now, but who knows?
Never know. And how did the initiative come about? I mean, you mentioned that sustainability is probably #1 or top of mind for consumers at the moment. I guess it may have stemmed from that, or I mean,
Absolutely.
you're
You're right.
so
It's absolutely top of mind, sustainability, and it's things like plastic, for example, and carbon that are right at the top of their list, the shoppers list. How it happened or how it was incepted was, good old-fashioned kind of ideation or innovation session with our supply partners, Fonterra in this case. So we sat down around 18 months ago or so and thought, how can we bring something new to the category, some excitement, and really have it on trend with what shoppers are really asking for and wanting. And milk is a fantastic product in the first place. It's natural, tastes great, it's nutritious. So we didn't want to mess with that, that magic formula of the product. And so we decided to try and make it more sustainable. So, shoppers could feel great about buying it. And it really just stemmed from there.
And with this environmental focus and carbon zero highlights, did you consider glass packaging rather than plastic, or was it sort of always part of the plan to be plastic?
It's a great question. So, the bottle it's in is HDPE. It's completely curbside recyclable. So in terms of sustainable packaging, it's right up there. It's the lightest bottle actually in the category as well. So along with our value brand, it's actually a really lightweight bottle. Now, what that means versus glass, for example, which can be quite heavy, is it actually uses less carbon in the transport of the product as well. So it's fully recyclable at the curbside. It's light. Anything heavy that goes into a transport network can create more carbon. And look, everything creates carbon, right? Us driving to work in the morning, or any product anyone buys, whether it be clothing or food, does create carbon. So we just tried to take the most recyclable and low carbon emission option for Simply Milk.
Right. And you mentioned you've got the PAMS brand and the value brand already as a private label, but did you consider using the PAMS brand for this, or even the value brand?
We did certainly look at that, and the only reason we didn't in the end is because the words Simply Milk, I think they resonate and they describe the product quite well, because it's quite unique, it's new, and if we're going to make it a successful product launch, we wanted shoppers to be able to differentiate, let's say, a private label or a PAMS brand versus the proposition this has, because it is so unique, first in New Zealand.
Right. And it's an amazing new initiative, so congratulations on the new launch of it, well, tomorrow. And but sort of aside from that initiative, I thought I'd best ask you also this whole COVID business, and if you have seen sort of in the wider grocery scheme of things, have you seen an impact on product innovation or sort of development that's come through because of COVID, or has had an impact because of COVID?
I don't think so. So I've been really excited seeing so much innovation come, through our doors since we've come out of lockdown, or into lockdown 1 anyway. So I don't think it is stopped or halted or hurt innovation at all. There's been a number of products shown to us in the last little while that you go, wow, that's really cool. The shoppers are really after that kind of product, including this one, of course. So I think things may have been delayed by a couple of months, few weeks, for example, in terms of innovation, but
yeah.
I think there's some really neat stuff coming to supermarkets, New World Package Save and Foursquare in the really near future.
All very exciting. Lots of exciting things happening in the grocery space, and in particular, the chilled beverage. So thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it. And I'm sure everyone will get on board with the new Simply Milk.
Yes, enjoy it. And look, thank you for having us to talk about Simply Milk.
No worries.
Great.
Thanks.
All right. Cheers, Sarah.